YouTube. How's it going? Are you guys enjoying this beautiful full moon? It's a very special for this special occasion of the full moon. Curious. Everyone has all their stuff outside, charging it. Hi, Cindy. Hi. Oh my gosh, where's my glasses? Hi, Danny. Good morning. Good morning. I'm fantastic. I got to sleep and I almost didn't wake up. Hey, Loop. How are you, sweetheart? Yeah, you don't get to sleep at work. That would get you in bed, I bet. That would be frowned upon. Good, good. So, you guys, I am going to, I'm going to Denver for Sunday and Monday night, and then I'll be home Tuesday in time for Kirby. And yeah. Hi, Nancy. I did. Well, because usually I only get to sleep a couple hours, and then hi, Diana. Am I? Dang it. I was afraid of that. But not yet. Now it's better. Hi, NM. I got your email. But yeah, so my sleep schedule is all crazy right now. I'm being conditioned to build up my tolerance to Lucifer's energy. You know, his vibrations are really high, and so with that, I don't get to sleep good. So I sleep like an hour or two, and then I wake up, and I'm wide awake, and I'm wide awake. Hi, Optimus. And then I stay awake for a few hours, and then I go back to sleep for a couple more hours, and it's just been kind of crazy like that. Hi, Kari. Buffering. Is it still messed up, you guys? No, I don't get good sleep, but it's okay. It'll get better, you know, after I get used to the vibrations of Lucifer. But getting ready to go through stuff with him, so yes. Hi, Zephyr. Hi, Zephyr. Hiya. Yes, I'm loving the moon. It's so beautiful. I got to see it when it first came up over the mountain. If you catch it right when it first comes up over the mountain, it's huge. And then later, you know, it ends up way up there, and then it's not as big, of course, but it was huge and yellow. And I was outside with the dogs, and I did not have my I didn't have my camera. Smash that like button. You're so cute, Nancy. So cute. So, it's been a great day. I got to go out to dinner. Harvest Moon. Love it. So very pretty. So what are you guys doing? What's up? What's new and exciting in the land of YouTube? So here's my little bottle. It says 24 karat pure gold. Your brain hurts. I'm sorry. That sucks. This is what I put in my, I put this whole bottle of that in my Prosperity Herbs. There's a few little flakes left in there that I used last night in last night's spell. Besides sitting in an uncomfortable chair, nothing. Can't sleep. Nope, I would guess not. No, sleeping isn't something I get to do very often, but I'm excited. I'm going to be doing some spells tonight. I'm going to be doing a Comeback Love Obsession and another Comeback Love. I got this one in yesterday. So if I have time to do this one, I will. If not, I'll do it on Wednesday. Because, you know, it depends on how much energy I get. If I don't feel like I have enough energy to do it, I won't do it. Like if I feel like I'm being drained or I've done too much, they won't let me do 3 sometimes. So it just depends. But that's okay. So I was going to talk to you guys. I'm afraid Agate might be angry at me. I'm not sure what I can do if she is. Oh, she's not angry at you, honey. She is not angry at you. No. If she was, you would know. Do you have the Halloween theme? Just haven't felt her. Yeah, she's not angry at you. Well, maybe you haven't, have you tried? Have you meditated with her? Have you been reading your book? Have you done your devotions? Have you, or, you know, hey, WM. Sometimes when people don't do their devotions and stuff, then, you know, you don't spend any time with her, then of course you're not going to feel her because you're not doing anything with her. But I don't know if you are or not, you know. Are you? Are you? But yeah, sometimes she'll go quiet. Not as much as you used to. Yeah. Sometimes she'll go quiet just to kind of see if you'll fall aside. And or to see if you'll continue, like how serious are you about your path. You know, sometimes it's just a test to see if you're going to, you know, still keep walking even though you don't feel her. She wants you to be strong. So, I mean, you still have to, you know, do all your things with her. But if You are so funny. If you, hi Kimberly, how are you? If you feel like she's not there, she might just be waiting for you to do stuff. Why not participate in Nicates? Happy Friday the 13th-ish. Yes, today was definitely Friday the 13th. It sure is. Well, it's not anymore. It's after midnight now, but we're still enjoying that moon. And my favorite number. It's awesome. Heck yeah. Friday the 13th is our lucky day. Because we're witches. I was born on Friday the 13th in a blizzard. 13th hour, laughing out. That's freaking awesome. Yes, I did. It was right in front of me. It wasn't there. I'm telling you, it was not there. And then all of a sudden, I turned around and it was like right there where I already looked. Twice, 3 times. You have 13 letters in your name. You guys are funny. Well, then 13. I think 13 is WM's favorite number too. Mine's not, but it's not my favorite number. The combination of a full moon and Friday the 13th won't happen again till 2049. Isn't that crazy? Friday the 13th is the day I met my love. That happens to me a lot too, Blue. Yeah, I think somebody was messing with me. Which is fine. I don't care. Mess with me, I don't care. They can if they want to. But, yep, it was right there. And I looked there a bunch of times. It's that Baba Yaga up there. Somebody was posting stuff about her the other day. And I was like, don't be talking shit about Baba Yaga. It will not turn out well for you. I was just like, be ready, be planning on having some sleep paralysis. Did you bring your doll out? No. I was going to too. I looked at it and I was like, I don't have time. I'll come back and get it later. Maybe I'll go in and get her and bring her out like right before I do one of my spells. She's really cute. I could run in and get her really quick. And you guys could hang out with Lucifer. Oh, my battery's going low. Hang on. Hold on. Or we could go on a field trip. Oh, we can't because my battery's going. Just wanted to plug it in. There we go. All better. It's not centered now. Is that better? 2 thumbs up. Curly hair blue is so pretty. Oh, thank you. Your doom oil recipe. I was. I have to get, no, I'm not ready for that yet. Low battery. But I just plugged it in. So I plugged it in. Sorry, guys. Oh, you guys are so sweet. If my battery wasn't going dead, we could just go on a field trip in the house and get the doll, but she needs to be out here, but I kind of like her where she is. She's like right on top of my stationary desk, hanging out. I sit there and read my books sometimes. Usually I'm out here when I do my book studies, but like when I'm waiting for candles to burn down and it's like 4 and 5, 6 in the morning, that's when I study in my books. And yeah, I feel like my eyes are doing weird things. So you guys, I have been spending a lot of time with Lucifer this week, and he's amazing. He's not at all. Okay, so I have a theory. I'll share what's the Emerald Eye ceremony? It's a Emerald Eye ceremony. It's primal. But I want to share a theory about Lucifer with you guys. For those of you who follow me all the time will know what I'm talking about. But usually I only share stuff like this with my Queen of Hell group on Facebook, but I'm going to talk to you guys. I want to share it with you guys because it's awesome. But normally when I'm in the astral planes and I'm going through rites and rituals and doing things with Akate all the time, or even with Belial, it's always, I always see Lucifer there, but he's always hangs back. Like he never like really interacts with me. He's always there, but he's always like just keeping a distance from me and just watches me and, sees what I'm doing and things like that. But this last time when I was there, I got to sit with him and talk with him, and he wasn't at all like what I expected. He was really sweet. He was so compassionate and calm, and he wasn't like being a funny, haha. He was like a father. And so now I understand why everybody calls him father. So it was really interesting because I never really had a dad, so, and I'm not crying about it, but I'm just saying. But it's weird because like I could feel all this love energy from him, like when the gods pour love on you, you pretty much just melt and fall apart. High spiritual dreams, when they when they pour love on you, you just fall apart. You just melt and cry and act like a big baby, and you can't help it because it's so strong. And when they're doing that to you, they're removing things, they're filling voids, removing blockages and stuff like that. And so you got to let them do it. And I have a really hard time with that. So it's one of my struggles that I have, because I've always had to, be tough and not cry about things. And, because I have kids and I didn't want them to see me crying if I was having a bad day or something, whatever. Anyway, so I have a really hard time with letting it flow. But he was so like he was so caring and compassionate, and he was just telling me that if I wanted to memorize my prayers for the rite, that I needed to practice, but if I couldn't remember them, it was okay if I wanted to use my book. And I was like, well, I really want to remember them. I'll try, I'll try my hardest. And he called me princess. Belial calls me princess. And he called me princess. He said there were 4 of us that are going to be doing the rite together. And so um, he said there are 4 princesses doing this rite. And it was really cool. It was really cool. And so it kind of threw me off for this whole week. I've been kind of like trying to keep it together just because I could still feel all the warmth and the love from him. And so when I hear people talking about him and trying to make him this, scary, wicked, evil, whatever being, I don't understand that, because I don't ever see that side. You guys, I know that it's there, and I've seen that side with Belial, but not towards me, of course, but I've seen that, from him. Um, make no mistake. But with Lucifer, the only thing I see from him is like a fatherly. What does he look like? He's a horned god. The Belphemont statue. He was sitting like that when he was like right outside my temple right there, in the other realm, of course. I have like one here and I have one there too. The one I have there, it looks a lot like this one, but it's bigger. Like, it's probably twice the size of this in every direction. But, and Akate's there a lot. She's there with me a lot. And, but yeah, he was just sitting there like that, like the Belphemont statue. So I was like, wow, it's the first time I ever like got to go right up to him and hang out with him. And so it was just fucking awesome. It was really awesome. Yeah. Um, but anyways, so I just thought I would share that with you guys, because it's not always the way people make it seem. It wasn't scary at all. Not at I've never been scared of them. Any of them. Hi, Linda. Yay. Um, they're just, hi, Kelly. I'll call you when I get off of here, because I want to talk to you about some stuff. So in the Rite of the Trident, which is what I'm going to be doing, there's this part of it that tells you about stuff that happens. And you guys who have followed me on my channel and know what I'm talking about when you guys know my history with this, because that's kind of the whole reason for my channel, is so that I can share my path with you guys, so that I don't think anyone's path is the same, and everyone is special, and yours won't be just like mine, and that's awesome and okay. But I like to share it with you guys because I think that it's a different perspective than what people like you to see. So, um, no, they're not scary. Well, Billy L's scary. He's he's a fucking badass. But he can, yeah, he can scare the shit right out of you if he wants to. Like if when you call him, sometimes he'll be like, "What do you want?" It's like, "Oh shit." Well, you know, so but that's just how he is. It's nothing personal. It's not that he's, well, yeah, probably, but he's, he's not going to do anything to hurt me or anything like that, but sometimes he can be a little intimidating, a lot intimidating. And so can Akate. She's sometimes she gets annoyed with me and she'll put me straight real quick. But she's never mean to me or anything like that. She's always well, she's always very she's very protective. She's very much my mother, and I call her mother, and she's very if you fuck with her or her children, she'll fucking destroy you. And that's no joke. Like, so, um, yeah. But, what was I going to say? Oh, so you know how I've been saying, I think it's been going on for about a year now. I hope I didn't already talk to you guys about this because I forget. But it's been going on for about a year now. And remember, I told you guys that I see those things that'll like, I'll catch them out the sides of my eye, and they're like a silvery color inside of me, like swimming around in my energy, inside of me, in my soul. They're in me. But it actually described them in the Red King. Um, and it's right after the Emerald Eye or the Rite of the Trident. Right, it talks about it, and it is an actual part of Lucifer's body, like it comes from him, and it's a serpent. Excuse me. And once it goes in you, it like shatters into like little glass type fragments. They're just little energies, but they swim around and they like go all through you, all through your chakras, all through your energies. And so sometimes you'll catch them like in your vision. You'll like see them like moving around in there. And they're not black though. They're like a silver, like a light, like a little white light swimming around in you. And there's a sigil for them and everything in the book. And Mark describes them very well, and it's really cool because on this path there's so much confirmation for everything that you go through, and the books are so helpful because weird things will start happening and you won't know what it means, and there's no one you can ask because primal's so rare. And so without the books, you're just kind of fucked, if you're a primal witch. And so when new things happen, I bust those, I call my primal brothers and sisters and I'm like, you guys, this happened. Help me find it. Where is it? What does this mean? And we'll all start, getting in the books and trying to find each other's things. And there's always confirmation. We'll find it. Here it is right here in the book, and having that confirmation is so important, um, because it helps you to know that you're okay. You're fine. You don't have a brain tumor. Yes, this happened and that happened, but your heart's beating, but you're not going to have a heart attack. you're, feeling this way or that way. And it's just, yeah, it's just beautiful. Um, some days after, well, like after the day after I was with Lucifer, um, my body was so sore. Like, your body will tense up, from the vibrations, you get really tense. And so then when, the next day it's like a workout, like you worked out and now, your muscles are sore and, you can't move your arms very good. And, you know, there's just, everything's described in the books. And so you know what it is. You don't have to worry. How do you astral travel? Well, I've talked about it many times. There's something else I was supposed to mention too that somebody was asking me. Astral traveling is awesome and very important to witches. Yeah, we've all been taught to fear the gods, but we don't have to. It's dumped into us as from birth, you know. So if you're a witch and you still have fear, then you just ask Hecate, to get that fucking shit off of you. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to fear. Unless, of course, you're not her child. If you're not her child and you're bugging her, then you'll end up in the abyss. She'll throw you aside. So you need to make sure that she's reaching out to you, that she's calling you, that that's your path. Otherwise, so there's a price to pay for everything that you do, but astral traveling. Excuse me. When you astral travel, okay, so I'll describe it to you. Respect, yes, but fear, no. That's right. I'll describe what happens to me when I astral travel, how I do it. So I close my eyes and um, I try to clear my mind as best I can. And then I open up all my chakras. You just imagine in your mind that all of your chakras are opening. And then you just close your eyes, open your chakras, feel the vibrations pushing through your body, and then you'll feel it pop, like your body will just okay, the pop feels to me, this is the best way. It's not exactly like this, but this is the best way to describe the pop to me, in my opinion. You know how when you drive up in the mountains and your ears pop? It's kind of like that. But only there's white noise, there's vibrations before the pop. And then after the pop, it's just calmness. And then you're ready to go. And so as soon as I feel the pop and hear the calmness and the white noise is gone, I know I'm ready to go and I'm there. And then I'm like excited because then I go, okay, you guys, what are we going to do tonight? What are we doing today? Let's go, And sometimes, before I go into meditation, I like to put my comfy clothes on and get ready. I get myself ready. I wash my face. I, put my comfy clothes on just so I could relax and go in, and I just do all my stuff, my normal stuff. And sometimes the vibrations will start pushing through me. The gods will start, they're like, come on, let's go. We got stuff to do, Missy. And so I'll be like, okay, I'm going. All right. Because I don't know what would happen, You roll out of your body and you didn't realize that you were astral traveling. Isn't that funny? I thought that was awesome. Do you look back and see your body and go, shit? What just happened? Put yourself back to bed. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Sometimes you can just tell your, usually when you go, you have your guides are with you. And so you can say, I want to go, see this person or that person. If you make like a little list of what you want to do, then you could do that. I don't do that. I let Akate take me wherever I need to be. I always leave it to her to, because that's where I do most of my primal work is there. Um, as far as following my path and doing my path, stuff that I need to do for primal. I do everything for the most part, all my rites and ceremonial things and whatever is all done there for the most part. Sometimes I do them here, and I feel like when you do it here, it's a lot harder on your body. When you're doing it out of yourself, because when you're doing it there, you're not doing it out of yourself. I was bound and what? Bound and determined to astral travel that night. I kept saying, I left my body, I left my body, I left my body. And then I finally left my body without realizing it. That's so funny. Anyone can do it. You guys can all do it. You just have to practice. But it's very amazing. And if you're a witch, it's very important to your practice. Like, you need to be able to do that. So, get your, like the sound bowls, those vibration bowls, those will help you open up your chakras so that you could travel better. It's very important as a witch to be able to astral travel. You can go see people to put thoughts in their heads when you're casting on them. You can go see what people are up to. If you feel like you have an enemy and they're doing shit they shouldn't be doing, you want to go watch and see what they're up to, you could do that. You can go steal people's energy if you want to. Why is this not moving? No. Thanks for sharing. Is that different from when you're astral projecting to someone's dreams? It's the same thing. Yeah, you could do that too. You can go in someone's dreams. There's all kinds of stuff you could do. I just don't think there's any limits. Bye, Kimberly. See you next time. Yeah, I don't ever say I can't do anything, because that's a stupid way to think. Yeah, it can be. If you don't if you teach yourself how to astral travel without your guides, it can be. I've heard. I've never had that problem, but I've heard that, because a reader told me I unconsciously astral travel to people. People do it all the time. That's very normal to unconsciously or subconsciously travel. Usually, if you can dream, you can astral travel. Yeah, without guides, it can be dangerous. So I've heard. Maybe the last 4 weeks. Oh, the energy balls. Good job. That's good. You need to be doing those for sure. Yeah. But I really think your situation's going to be handled, so it's going to iron out. He's going to learn a hard lesson. And it's probably good that you're not going to be there for it. For the hard lesson that he's getting ready to learn, you know? But yeah. Optimus Prime and his little piggy. So, someone was asking me something else. I was going to talk about it. Can't remember. Did I finish about the little things inside of me? The serpent. So when the serpent goes in me, it shatters, and then they like check you to see how much of his energy you can handle, and then you go through like when they feel like, okay, she's ready for more, like they're testing you, they're feeling your vibrations, like to see how much your human body can handle, how much your soul can handle. And so when you're ready, then he'll know, because that's him in you. That's part of him. And so then he'll be like, okay, she's ready to handle more. And then, I was going to finish, I never got to finish that either. So after your tolerance to his vibrations is built up, then I think that that's why he was always hanging back, because my tolerance was not built up enough yet. And so now it's finally built up enough where I could sit with him and talk, you know. So that is why he was always in the background. Just a little scattered, that's all. Makes sense. I know, right? I was just like, I always wondered, I thought, well, maybe he doesn't like me, maybe he's just there to hang out with Akate and he doesn't really want to communicate with me. Maybe it's because I love Billy L so much. Maybe, no, it's not any of that. It's just because my tolerance wasn't built up enough yet. And finally, after, a whole year of having those little dudes in me, my tolerance was built up enough to where I could sit with him and talk. That was really nice. It was amazing. Yeah. So very blessed. I have a lot to be thankful for in this path. You guys don't realize, I think sometimes I get so caught up in walking it and keeping going and, keep pushing, keep going, that I forget to sit back and look at all the beautiful blessings that they give me all the time. And I mean, I always thank them every single day, but I never like sit back and realize all the blessings, because there's a lot. Like, they bless the shit right out of me. Constantly are blessing me every day. Something new every day. A new gift. So try to remember to always be conscious of what they, all of your blessings. How would you describe the astral plane? Well, it depends on where you go and what you're doing. There's many different, there's different realms, different worlds, different places you can go. So it just depends on where you go. There's a dark place. There's a place with pyramids. There's the elven world. There's, you know, I know it's hard not to cry because there's just so much love. And I was like barely holding it together yesterday. Um, and the day before that. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of love. But it just depends on where you go. You know, are you you know, you can go to that abyss too. And then you have to walk through it. I always try to cheat and fly across it so I don't have to walk in it. But I either spend a lot of time in the other world that's just like this one, but a little different, but it's the same, but it's different kind of thing. That's where they give me, well, no, that's not true. But they give me most of my gifts there in the other world that's like this one. Hi, Shelly. How are you, sweetheart? Erin, how many cats do you guys have? Are you guys like the crazy cat people that have like a gazillion cats? I'm the crazy dog lady that has all the dogs, so. But I spend a lot of time in the other world that's just like this one, but only a little bit different. And that's where they give me a lot of my gifts and stuff. You're sending one away to say I feed stray cats, so I always chill on my back. Haha, it's so funny. Two cats. Crazy cat people. Yes. When I was growing up, there was this one house that had a lot of cats outside all over the place. I always thought that was really weird. And then you see them all the time on TV where they like put catwalks all through the top of their house, and it's just kind of cool, but I'm hearing a lot of whispers. Hang on. I think I'm supposed to do that familiar thing with her. Whew. Let's see, I have been hearing a lot of whispers and seeing mists out of the corner of my eye. Is that bad? No. It's not bad. TMA, my mom does that. She built little outdoor beds for them in boxes, blankets. They'll never go away. So are you saving the best curse spells for October? Yes, I am. I'm a dog person too. I am. I'm saving some good curses I have coming up in October. Maybe I'll do my save them for Halloween. I don't know. Yeah, I got a couple of new ones to do that Akata gave me, but I'm waiting. I have to wait for the right client to do the curse. The thing is with my curses is that because they're primal and they usually involve, you know, ceremony, I don't like to do them on YouTube. I'll film them for my clients and then put them on private so only my clients can see what I'm doing, and they're not open to public. So a lot of times everybody will think that I didn't post any spells or whatever, but I did. You just don't get to see them because they're primal spells, and I'm not sanctioned, so I can't. I don't want. I could if I wanted to. I don't want to. Um, I don't want to post them. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. I won't. I refuse. I think that when, um, if I ever like go through initiation at the Mother Temple, if that ever happens, then maybe I might, but probably not. But maybe. But if Hecate tells me to do it, then I will. I wanted to freeze my bots tonight, but I don't have a working freezer. So you don't have to freeze him. You just bind his mouth shut. Just bind him. Get his picture out. Close his mouth. Put him in like salt or something. Shut him up. Banish him. Get him fired and out of there. Yeah, put him in an anthill. Watch him be tortured. That's always fun. Throw him in the river. There's many things you could do. Yes, yes. I want him fired. Says nasty stuff about my female coworkers. Oh, did you release? Oh, yeah, I did. I just didn't film it because where I went, I like walked down to, you have to like go down this little path, and then you go down all these rocks to the river where I like to release them. And there were all these people down there. And so I was trying to like be, sneaky and not let them see what I was doing. So I just made it look like I was throwing rocks into the river, but really I was throwing the fish in. And so I didn't want them to see they were down there fishing, So I don't want them figuring out what I'm doing. I don't want to read about myself in the paper. No. The Blue Witch is throwing her fish in the river. Whatever. Nope. We don't want that. Belial's candles are doing weird things. I know, that would be terrible. Certainly. There you go. Catch and release. Caught him at the fish market and released him. Be like, I felt like it was animal cruelty. Totally joking. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to get off of here, and I am going to start on my love spells. I got to get all my love stuff out here. Is this one love? What's this one? Nope, this is money oil. You've thrown jars in the river. I don't like to, I just bury jars. I don't like to throw my jars in the river because, then the glass is going to get broken, and It's just, I don't like to do that. I'll bury him though. I take them way up in the mountains and bury them sometimes. Sometimes I bury them in my yard. Just depends on what kind of stuff it is. Oh my gosh. So, Optimus, are you still on here? So I think the ants are done with the pig feet because they pushed them out, and there's like nothing left but like the nails and the top part of the foot, you know. That part I saw it on next to the anthill today, and they turned all of the fire anthill putty things that I make, you know, I don't know what you call them, but they pushed those all up. They're like all around, and they're all eating it, but it's all black. It took a month, I know. They finished it. But yeah, those dough ball things that I make for them, they're all black. They're all like all around it, and they're black. It's weird. Sorry. Excuse me. My allergies are really bad today. Anyways, I'm going to get off of here. I don't know. I'll try to take a picture of it tomorrow and post it on my Coven page. It's pretty cool looking. It looks like tar. Anyways, you guys, I'm dying here. Good night. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, peace out.